the line in 3, 2, 1, going, green flag.
Hasn't popped up
2
yet.
by 2, 1 back to the 96.
What's up, all my gnarly ones? It's Gator Mike, and welcome to the North American E-Racing League's broadcast of the NARL Xfinity Series tonight as they head to the Charlotte Roval. Race number 2 of the playoffs. OG Infa won last race out of Kentucky to advance his way into the round of 6. Who can follow him here tonight? We will find out, I guess, in about an hour or so. Joining me in the booth tonight, I've got a couple of Cup Series regulars. Actually, I got the Cup Series commissioner and assistant. K-Bart, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. Yourself?
I am not too bad. I was hoping to catch the Homestead race tonight, but Lightning didn't want that to happen. So hopefully they'll still be racing by the end of this broadcast and we can catch the end of it. But also, I've got the assistant, TK270_ Kelvin. How are you?
I'm pretty good, Gator. I was gonna ask you how you were, but Kyle beat me to that. Words are really difficult for me today. All right, so I'm just gonna not talk.
We understand, Kevin. You're making a very rare appearance in the booth here this season, so you got to just find a groove, catch a rhythm. So it may take you a few comments, but you'll get there. And anyways, it's race number 2, round 1 here in the Xfinity Series. Emanating from the Charlotte Roval, one of the most unique and challenging tracks here on the Xfinity schedule. 55 laps around this track tonight. K-Bart, I know you're a big road course ringer. How do you get around this place?
Oh, you take a left and then a right and a right and I don't know. You just can't make mistakes. There's a lot of places here that the game will make you stop. It'll make you sit there. It feels like forever, and then you lose about 10 seconds. Hit your marks, stay on the track, don't wreck, and you should be able to finish consistently.
Finish consistently, find a rhythm, hit your marks. That's the way to do it around this place. That's going to be more important than actual speed. So, let's see. Looking back here on last season, Kevin, you know how to get around this place with a solid top 12 finish. So, what's your take on the Roval?
Oh, well, kind of helps when you lag out. So that you just gotta pace yourself. It's gonna be a long race for these guys, and 55 laps is about as long as what you'd expect for an Xfinity race here at the Roval. But just gotta pace yourself and make sure you make no mistakes, like lagging out and not hitting the walls and through the chicanes and all that stuff. Make sure just don't make any mistakes, and you're going to be perfectly fine.
Try to keep the car as clean as possible. Sounds like the name of the game here. To everybody who's going to tune into our stream here, welcome. Got a couple of comments already from Big Jim. Big Jim is the defending winner of this Xfinity Series race at the Roval, holding off Max Boost, Pro League driver, in an instant classic here in the Xfinity Series last season. So welcome, Jim. Glad to have you here. You sure do know how to get around this place. As we have got invites here, so we'll wait for just a second to see when we can join. But, Jim, if you want to tell us in the comments how to get around this place, apparently K-Bart and Kevin have no idea how to do it.
So, stop that.
Go ahead and shoot us a comment on your little tricks around here. We may or may not use that for tomorrow. But like I said, 55 laps around this place. The infield section is very, very technical. But they've also got the actual oval, both corners of it, and some really heavy braking chicanes. So this track's got a mixture of everything, as we can go ahead and join. So I'm going to go blue screen here for just a minute. Guys and gals. Thank you.
I require more in return.
Pole sitter is Jagboy. So Jagboy, who's currently sitting atop the standings, if you take out OG Infa and his automatic advance into the next round. Jagboy right now is sitting on the top of the standings in points. And is also your regular season champion. He sure does know how to get around these tracks. So he should play a favorite here tonight. As well as a couple other road course ringers in here. We've got Sharp 24 and Nick. Both non-playoff drivers, some part-timers. Going to try to win the race here tonight. Nick bringing it home at Road America, another road course. As we have already loaded in, Jagboy's off to a quick lead. Over, looks like Sharp right there in second place. It is. And there is OG Infa, one of your round of 6 drivers. This race tonight is a little bit different than some normal races here in the Xfinity Series. Just because of the fact that tonight is a 100% race. They're running all 55 laps. And instead of 2 times wear, they are going to be at normal wear because of the change in race distance. So tonight is all about finding a groove. If Sharp messes up, he hits OG. OG's going to get a penalty. Those are the mistakes that we're talking about. Sharp got awfully loose coming out of that chicane and just collected OG. Obviously not going to hurt him since he's already clinched a spot into the next round, but he's racing for some extra playoff points tonight. Got a battle here for second place. Sharp he's loose again, makes another mistake. Got Dalton and LL Penn making their way around. And who's that behind them? Is that looks like Nick. Nick's running a little bit different scheme here tonight. Black and blue 51. And Jagboy is loving seeing all these guys fight here. Nick goes through the grass. Takes out some cones. Who needs those cones? But Dalton up to second place here early.
Oh man, Jagboy has just checked out already.
Jagboy is gone. He's got a whole chicane length lead over these guys, which on this track is probably 4 to 5 seconds.
Yep.
But an LL Penn gets around Dalton. Those are 2 playoff drivers right there. Dalton had a great run in Kentucky last week, finishing runner-up.
Yeah, Dalton, like I said last week when I was commenting with you, Gator, he was one of my surprising guys of...
oh, Penn makes a mistake.
Oh, no.
He saves it, though. Good save by LL Penn.
Yeah, Penn needs to have a great run here. He needs some stage points early, both first and second stages. He's only up by, I believe, 6 points above host and I2 ball stick for you. So stage points will be a key here.
Yeah, that's a good point right there. LL Penn is right there on the cutoff line. He is 6 out of 6 drivers who are going to advance to the next round. So he has got to find some points tonight somewhere to be able to maintain his gap over that cutoff line. As next race up is Talladega, and anything can happen there.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go into Talladega needing to win or needing to stay in front of somebody by so many points. OG, like, for example, he's got it. That hit from Sharp, I know it's going to be a little disappointing from him, but he doesn't need to worry about winning this race. He just needs to get some extra points for the next round, but that's it.
Yeah, I would not want to go into Talladega sitting on the cutoff line, because if one of those 2 guys behind you wins, doesn't matter what kind of points you got, you're out. You'll be sitting at home as the other 6 race for the championship.
Well, you'll be racing too. Oh no, big mistake by Penn. I think he hit the wall.
does hit the wall. He's going to let Sharp by. Also lights out right here. Another playoff driver is going to get by LL Penn. Actually, that was not Sharp. That was D. Sproul. Sorry, I just saw an all-black car.
Sharp ended up going into the infield off that hit when Penn hit the wall, I believe.
Yeah, I saw the all-black car, but yeah, D. Sproul is in the field for a second straight race. That's a miracle. As lights out, takes out one of those cones that Nick hit earlier, throws it up against the outside wall. D. Sproul, though, here in the top 5 in the early going.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Followed closely by Lights and L.D. Allen. Yet another one of the 8 playoff drivers here in this field tonight.
Oh, Jag Boy, he messed up that last turn there. He is getting a penalty. Second and third does close on him.
Wow. As that does allow Dalton and Nick to close right in on the 22. Dalton makes a slight mistake. Gets really loose coming out of turn 1. That's going to allow Jagboy to get his lead back. But he is feeling the pressure now in the 22.
Yeah, like we said before, mistakes will cost you the race. And I know good thing he had a big lead. Otherwise, oh my gosh, who was that? Who was in third there?
I think
he
Nick just lagged out.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, Nick just lagged out.
Well, that screws up my predictions. Wonderful. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for lagging out. Well, dadgummit. In my, I made some playoff predictions for the drivers this season in the Discord, and I had predicted a non-playoff driver to win this race, specifically Nick. So that is that's unfortunate. Gonna throw off my predictions. I'm gonna have to hope for Sharp, I guess, to win this thing. Have a non-playoff driver continue my predictions. As
with that happening, lights out. He ends up taking over the third position.
Yeah, Jag ran a little wide 3 and 4. Interesting line that he took there. Allowed Dalton to get a little bit closer. Not able to capitalize. But if I'm Dalton right now, I probably wouldn't press the issue too much. Just kind of sit there behind Jag, learn his lines, and just ride for a little bit. But we know that's not Dalton's style. Dalton is one of the more hardest pushers, I would say, here in the Xfinity Series. Likes to go for it every lap. As he looks, ooh, he almost took a dive under the 22. Very close there. Yeah, that's too bad. Unfortunately, none of our drivers are streaming tonight, so we're going to be in the blue with the rest of you guys over who's running where. Not let Jackwood get away. He's still right there on the tail of the 22. Still in stage number 1. If I had to guess, Kevin, though, I believe the stage is going to be around 10 laps each.
Yeah. I hope.
So we are in the latter half of stage number 1. Jagboy stretching that gap now by just a little bit. Okay, Bart, what do you think is the biggest trouble spot on this track?
Going into the chicane on the back, you can't overspeed. You got to hit your mark really, basically perfect every lap. And then the last little, I don't know, what you call it, coming to the last corner. Again, can't overspeed there. That's another spot where you can get a penalty. You can hit that wall, you can get a lot of damage. to lose a lot of time there. So, as you see, Jagboy, I'm not sure if you're on Jagboy, he hit that little curb coming out of the rumble strip, or what we would call it here. What do you call them? They call them something different here. The turtle. That's
turtle or sausage curb.
Yeah. You can hit over it, but sometimes they'll throw you a penalty, so you gotta watch out.
As
I've never heard of it called a sausage curb.
You never heard that?
I've never heard of anything
Well,
being
now
called
you
a
have,
sausage
Kevin.
curb. This is a first for me. Would you look at that? Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I think they actually do call them the turtle or something.
Yeah, I think sausage curb might be more of an IndyCar or Formula One term, but it's essentially the same thing. As D-Sproul, I was scrolling back through the field, he has a lot of front end damage, so he made a mistake somewhere on this track, and he just dropped all the way to the back of the field. Heavy nose damage on the IK918 Toyota from Joe Gibbs Racing. Points don't matter for him, so this is irrelevant here early on in this race. He'll be able to fix that thing at the stage break and go for the win later.
Yeah, I think for Jagboy too, he doesn't have to win. If he finishes really well in the first two stages and finishes well in this race, he's most likely going to lock himself into the playoffs. All he has to do is be above 56 points above the cut line, and he can automatically lock himself in.
Yeah, Jagboy, by virtue of his dominant regular season, picking up 6 wins, lots of stage wins, like 11 or 12, came into the playoffs with a huge amount of playoff points and a big advantage over everyone else. Coming into this race, he was 62 points above the cutoff line. So, like you said, he just can't lose 6 points when he's already advanced into Talladega.
At the same time, though, you got to take this into consideration. Like, maybe he does kind of want to go after this win, because that's one less chance for one of these other playoff drivers to end up snatching up that win.
That is also 5 more playoff points that he will have at the start of round number 2, as they do carry over here in the North American E-Racing League. Interesting strategy by the 18, but he should be able to get the free pass.
I actually think he's moving. He
is moving. The 18 is making his pit stop. Lots of damage to repair, so this is going to be a long one. We'll go back to the action on the track as LD Allen is close to LL Penn. This is the best battle on the track right now. That 8 car is right on the bumper of the 4. Overall, though, pretty clean stage number 1. I didn't see too many problems, too many drivers getting upset with each other. I know that can be hard here on the restarts going into turn 1 and not getting run over. It's a pretty nervous situation. Same with the backstretch chicane on the first lap of the restart. That is a very nerve-wracking spot too. But overall, these Xfinity guys have done very well. Oh, Jagboy makes a slight mistake.
Yeah, he is really trying to gain so much time into that, and he hit. That's how he made a mistake earlier, and he hit that wall. They gave him a penalty that last time, but not that time. But he keeps doing that, he's going to get a lot of damage.
Yeah, he can't make too many more mistakes. Dalton right there is still within striking distance. You can see him come into your picture now right there in the number 9 Chevrolet. For Pure Motorsports. Well, Kevin, I asked K-Bart what was the biggest trouble spot on this track. So, what's your favorite part on this racetrack, if you even have one?
Oh, there's no favorite part. I actually, my actual favorite part is the chicanes. I feel like with the way how they finally introduced the new chicanes into this game, on how instead of let me restart.
Kevin's still finding his groove.
Yeah, we're having an issue here. The new chicane that they added in, the far better chicane from Heat that they edited from Heat 3 for the backstretch. I feel like it's 100 times better than what it was, and I feel like that's one of my favorite parts on the track. Now, I don't know if you would also like me to answer one of the most troublesome spots on the track.
I mean,
as
you
well.
can if you want to. Let me guess, the other 99% of the track?
Oh, no. I think, and this will be of action of tomorrow as well, on restarts, that very first turn, the heartburn turn, in turn 1, I feel like that's going to get a whole lot of people tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Probably
I'm going to have some nose damage. I'm going to have some rear damage. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And heck, it might even be a problem on our next couple of restarts when we go off to when we get to cautions and stage breaks, or stage ends.
Kevin, I might have to agree with you, though, on the backstretch chicane. That's one of my favorite spots on the track, even though for some reason I'm super slow there. Lose a lot of time. I still enjoy it.
I mean, you got a brake gator, so...
Of course I brake. There's a wall, Kevin. You can't just go straight.
I mean, you could.
Actually, we saw last season here in the Xfinity Series, one driver did go straight, and I believe it was I-2 ball stick for you, and it just did not work out for him.
What a legend.
Yeah, he found that backstretch wall and came to a stop very abruptly. We've been on board here with Jagboy. He has been able to extend his gap over Dalton by another second or so as he hits the wall coming out of the infield. I feel like that's one of the most clutch parts of this track, is getting up to speed and through the gears coming out of the infield. There's so much time to be lost or had through that area of the track. Comes down into this backstretch chicane, very heavy braking. That's a change that Charlotte Motor Speedway made to this track. They made the chicane deeper than it was in previous years, in previous seasons. Jagboy is flirting with that last chicane now. He is not driving conservatively right now, fellas. He is absolutely sending it.
He's also catching the 19 of Young Cole.
Yep, he is coming up on some lap traffic here. Speaking of Young Colt, he looped it on the backstretch. That's not good news for D. Sproul, as Young Colt has now gone a lap down. Jagboy a lot cleaner on the exit of the infield this time around.
Colt spun it again. This time on the exit of the infield.
Yeah, Young Colt, one of our non-playoff drivers here in the North American E-Racing League.
Actually,
He has made every start this season, but he came into this race knowing that he was going to be very, very bad tonight, because this is not his track, self-admittedly. So it's a shame to see him struggle, but he knew that coming into this race. It was not going to be strong tonight. As Jagboy flirts that last chicane every lap. Makes me nervous. Scroll through the field here, so we can find their Sharp and OG info. They're nice and close with each other. Sharp trying to look underneath the 0-1 car here in the infield portion of this track. They just went through a very tricky corner leading onto this short chicane in the infield. short back straight, short straightaway. Pulling a Kevin here in the infield. It's a very tricky spot. If you get out of there, you can get really loose, especially hitting those rumble strips. I believe that's what happened to Young Colt. Spun it, but I think, yep, that is going to be stage. Jagboy, your stage 1 winner here in the North American E-Racing League Xfinity Series. Drive for the Cure 250 at the Roval. I'm going to go ahead and go blue screen here for just a minute, because I'm going to have to invite K-Bart back to the party. Because he, I don't know if he left or lagged out, but we'll get him, send him an invite in case he wants to get back in. Well, Kevin, what did you see out of stage number 1?
Saw a lot of patience with some of the drivers. Saw a couple mistakes from a couple others, like, for example, Sproul, Young Colt, and I think some of these other playoff contenders like Penn and all them other ones. But all in all, pretty clean start to how the race has gone.
I would have to agree. It's a very tame start here by these guys. Stage number 1 goes to Jagboy. And, well, looks like Nick is still in this race, and that is a 704 glitch.
Of course.
Love to see it. He would be right there in that hole on the outside of LL Penn. So we'll wait for this restart, and I'm going to back out and hop back in. That's like the 3rd time that's done that with Nick this season.
Oh, an OG just hit the Hartford turn. And
Jagboy is leading Sharp here. Sharp right on the back bumper of him. And LD Allen sitting in 3rd place. Lights out in 4th. And Hostium Hose, somebody we haven't talked about yet, running 5th. Kevin, I'm sure you love to see a couple of your TJR teammates here in the top 5.
It's nice to see. You really gotta show some appreciation for the TGR guys, but at the same time, with how the playoffs is kind of going and our allegiance to not show bias, don't know who thought of that. But I really got to enjoy the fact that they're up here in the top 10. As Penn actually lost it off that final corner of the backstretch chicane.
Indeed, he is nowhere in sight. One of your playoff drivers finds trouble here. But just to recap, your stage 1 results are Jagboy winning. Nick comes on in P2, Dalton in 3rd, Sharp in 4th, and OG Info rounding out the top 5.
Oh, Dalton and Ballistic actually got hit with the penalty going through that final chicane there.
Yeah, this is not a good track for Ballistic.
That'll shake things up even more.
Yeah, he's as K-Bart has returned. Ballistic, this is not one of his better tracks. He's going to have to rely on some good points or even a win at Talladega on Wednesday.
It's very probable, very possible. He's had a very quiet but very successful season this far.
Indeed, he finished top 4 in regular season points, so he might be the most improved driver in this series.
He's got my vote.
As Jagboy's out to a big lead again, right now is a good time for me to back out of this thing real quick and hop back in to pick up the disappeared car of Nick. Thanks, 704.
Don't you just love it?
Oh, I absolutely love it. So we'll go blue screen here for a minute for me to accept an invite. Back in. We are on lap 21 of 55. So stage one,
ball stick got it again.
yeah, stage one a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. It ended up being about 15 laps. So look for about the same here in stage number 2. So that means it should have about 9 or 10 laps here.
You know, sometimes I wish Jag would, like, slow down. Because I would love to see who the hell is in second.
Jag is looking for win number 7 here on the season. And an automatic
There's a battle
berth.
for second.
Yeah,
Actually,
automatic
between
berth
3 cars.
into round number 2. As we do have a 3-car battle here for second place. Lights, Sharp, and LD Allen.
And the 4th car just joined the party. Make it 5!
This is the rest of the field. As I don't know if D-Sproul was able to get his lap back or not.
I don't think he was able to.
Lap 21.
Let's see if we can find Nick. Yep, there's Nick. Thanks, 704. And the battle for second place has kind of calmed down. Sharp and Lights Out were managed to get away, escaped from that. So another battle back here for 4th between OG Info, maybe D-Sproul, and Ostium. He makes a big mistake. He loses it, goes around, and that Sharp right-hander up over the hill. Big mistake from the 98 car. That's going to take him out of stage points here in stage number 2. Here's a good question. K-Bart, I know you have run both of these. So what do you think is the better device to get around this track? Is it going to be the wheel or is it going to be the controller?
The wheel's kind of hard on Heat 4 at road courses. Gotta have a little practice, a little patience. I haven't tagged any laps here because I'm not a big fan of this track, but it's still new to all of us still, but there's no preference.
Alright, I know Big Jim's still watching because he's his nickname is Roval Jesus. He knows how to get around this place probably better than anybody. So, Jim, you want to give us a little insight or hint on what you're going to use tomorrow? Put it in that comment.
Oh, I know what he's using. He's using a controller.
I would bet on it that he's going to use the controller, but I figured I'd ask.
Yeah, I definitely know he's using the controller. He used the controller at Watkins Glen. He's going to use the controller here. So
we've got a huge battle here. Mid-pack between 4 cars. They're taking out cones. They're beating and banging. These cars are looking wounded, looking rough, but these guys are having a lot of fun, I would assume. At least I would be. Be going to that heavy breaker back chicane without wiping each other out. Good job. Lights Out still hanging out here in second place. OG got a penalty. Where is he? There he is. He got a penalty in that last chicane. Lost a lot of time. K-Bart must be listening to Radioactive.
I am. Listening and watching the race.
Must be nice there, Kyle, to have a couple of TVs.
Nope, on my phone.
Well, it must be nice to watch a nice stream on your phone. Because we don't have a driver stream here tonight to follow this action. We've just got to wing it. Dalton
this one actually has live stream and
Yeah, Dalton and Penn are beating and banging back here.
I see that.
They are They're not the biggest supporters of each other. I guess I can put it lightly. As Dalton gives Ben a bump. Lights out, riding all by himself. Jag Boy out for a Sunday evening cruise. Here he comes. So Lights Out is he's not really known for his road course racing, but he is always putting together consistent finishes on these things.
Oh, ball stick. Looks like he went around at the start-finish line.
Let's see here. Yeah, Lights Out has an average finish this season of 3.5 at the road courses thus far, the 3 that they have ran. So he is sneaky good at these places. Not known for it though. Running in P number 2.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that needs to have a good night.
Yeah, he is not too far above that cutoff line. So all these points that he's getting right now would be very beneficial to him. Lights Out going into this race is only 8 points above the cutoff line. In 5th place. Clean, very consistent. That's one of the keys to getting around this place is just hitting your marks. And sometimes slower is faster.
Definitely. Hopefully that's going to happen with me tomorrow.
Yeah, if you were able to find a rhythm or a groove and not push it every lap, you'll find yourself.
Yeah, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that infield is way too bad. It's going to hit your marks, and I kind of like the infield. Just the chicanes that are the hard parts where you can easily mess up consistently.
Definitely, as we're back on board here with D Sproul. 49, 82, and that 18 car. Still got a lot of front end damage. Riding right there behind Nick. Couldn't tell you if he's on the lead lap or not. He may have taken the wave around. Coming out of the chicane.
Yeah, Sproul got a penalty as well.
He did, and Dalton had to take evasive action. I got on that just as it was happening. Squeezed between Sproul and the wall. That could have been disastrous for Dalton right there. That's one of the negatives about this game is once you get a penalty, it does not immediately ghost your car. So you could be sitting there in the middle of the track with an unghosted car. That's going to be something to watch out for maybe later in this race or tomorrow. Those blue cones are scattered across the whole track. Drivers have not been nice to those cones tonight. Best battle on the track right now is Young Colt and I2 Ballstick for you. They're coming out of the infield section. Ballstick's going to look underneath of the 19. 19's going to catch the wall a little bit. Ballstick's going to be able to take that spot. OG might be playing a little bit of strategy here. Watch this battle for the chicane. No, Colt didn't run Ballstick over. Good braking points by the both of them.
But it's supposed to Nick, not OG.
Nick, okay. Sorry.
OG's still on track.
I am half deaf because of my aviation military career. So
of course.
Anyways, Nick is on pit lane. Might be playing a little bit of strategy here. He knows he's not needing stage points. He's just out here for the win tonight. He might be pitting here before the end of this stage so he doesn't have to pit at the stage break.
That's pretty smart.
Pretty smart.
Hold up.
If he stays on the lead lap, it might be a great strategy.
Yeah. Jaguar's going 1 and 2, so I'm not sure if he's in pit road still.
Nick is gone off of the pit lane. Down the hill into Cone Alley, where all the cones are strewn across the track. On to the oval 1 and 2, down the backstretch. Finds his braking marker, hits the brakes hard. Heavy braking chicane, gets through it clean. Out of that, going through oval 3 and 4. Come to the last chicane here on the track. Right, coming out of that movie, start-finish line.
Got ourselves a battle back here. Now it's off into turn 9 and turn 10 between ID Allen and LD Allen, sorry, and Penn.
As Dalton made his way around OG right there. As you were talking about that. Here's the battle Kevin's alluding to. Allen and Penn. Couldn't tell you where anybody's
They
running
weren't
right
side
now.
by side. They were side by side at one point.
Yep. Can't tell you where anybody's running because I have no idea. Live ticker 704 for us for Heat 5 would be fabulous since we don't know because none of our drivers are streaming tonight.
Could tell you right now, Sharp is second. I'm 75% sure.
75% sure, huh? What about lights out? Where do you think he's running?
I think Lights. Let's try to find him. Lights should be running third.
Should?
Should. We'll find out here soon whenever Ballstick sends me a stage results photo in the Discord.
Sproul lost it again, this time on the hill in the end.
Oh,
That
looks like
was-
that's the stage.
Yep, that was stage number 2. Jagboy is going to sweep the stages here tonight. Took the pole, so he's looking for a max points here. Max points here tonight by winning the race would be a total of 56. And K-Bart, I think it's a pretty safe bet that he's not losing on that cutoff line tonight. He's going to advance into Talladega.
No, yeah, you're right there. He's already gained 14 points tonight, so that's very big over some others.
Yeah, so I feel like after that stage finish that he is pretty well locked into Talladega on Wednesday, just on points alone. But hey, we still got the final stage here tonight, and he could just go ahead and lock himself in with a win, as he has looked like the car to beat here tonight. So Jagboy ended up with stage number 2. Kevin Sharp was in second place. Lights got third. OG Infa in fourth, and Dalton is going to round out your top 5 for stage 2. So Allen, Penn, Host, Ballstick all miss out on stage points.
And just like you said, strategy is Nick now enters that first position.
Yep, Nick stayed out.
But I think as memory serves, I think that top line
the
might
8 car.
get a better run.
LD Allen misses braking point into turn 1, hit Sharp, hit Lights out.
That's kind of jumbled the field back here.
Oh, Young Colt gives Lights out a punt. That's definitely going to be something you might see here tomorrow in the Cup races. Some turn 1 mayhem as Young Colt gives lights out another bump, pushes his way through, gets loose, hits the wall. They're four wide at the Roval.
Oh, and Colt around.
Colt just chased Ellioted that wall. Head on into it. Dalton almost got a penalty. OG Infa penalty. LL pins around. Huge mistake from LL Pin. He spins coming out of that backstretch chicane. Oh, Dalton sends ball stick. Oh my God. Ball stick's got to back up just to be able to make that chicane. Dalton absolutely sent the 11 car. Now the 11's got a penalty.
Pen's coming down right now.
Penn and Colt are coming down.
My God.
They've got serious damage.
The second year in a row, Ballstick absolutely got yeeted going into a chicane.
Really made it for the guy.
Wow. Just absolutely killed going into that final chicane by the 9 car Dalton.
Up front right now, we got a battle for second. Jagboy and Sharp. Nick pulls away.
Nick is loving seeing this in his mirror. Jagboy looking vulnerable for the first time tonight. Has fallen back from the lead into the clutches of Sharp in third place.
Wait a minute. How did Nick get back in here?
Because that was a 704 glitch.
Oh, see, that's when I
Yep.
left. Okay.
Yep.
I just thought of that. I was like, wait a minute.
Yep, that was a 704 glitch. So Nick is loving seeing these two fight in his mirror.
So you're, oh, okay.
Jagboy hanging on for dear life over that 5 car behind him. He's sandwiched in between 2 non-playoff drivers who are just here for the win. But Jagboy wants that win himself so he doesn't have to worry about Talladega. And 5 playoff points and go with it. Sharp stand awfully close to the bumper of that 22 as they come out of the infield onto the oval section. Nick is consistently pulling away. Jagboy second, Sharp in third. LD Allen is in 4th place.
Oh, and OG just OG just pulled a ballistic.
Lights Out is going to be here in 5th. So let's go round out your top 5 for right now. Just make fun of me.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now, Kyle. As this race has not gone OG Info's way tonight. But luckily for him, he has locked himself in and advanced to the round of 6. As Dalton looks to close in here on Hostium for another spot, which is also an extra point. Apart from the leader, every position is worth 1 point here in the North American E-Racing League. As Dalton takes out some more cones. That 9 car has destroyed all the cones here tonight. I don't even know if we've got any more cones.
Young Colt just got a penalty. I think Sharp might have got into him. Because, you know, his car just stopped dead right in the middle of the track.
Yeah, Sharp is still continuing on in the screen. Hasn't lost too much time to Jagboy. Go around, see if he's got any damage on the front end. No, he looks pretty clean, but he's got some damage now after hitting that last chicane. Ooh, the host team and Dalton are both fighting hard. You cannot go too wide through that. They both decided to just send it. Dalton came out on top of that battle. There's Nick. He's gotten by a one-lap car of LL Penn. Closing in on another lap car of I2 ball stick for you. So the FBGM drivers are not having a good night tonight here in the North American E-Racing League's Xfinity Series Drive for the Cure 250 at the Charlotte Roval. I take my last sip of wild cherry Pepsi. That makes me very sad.
Ooh, that stuff is pretty good.
It is pretty good. Wild cherry Pepsi. Pepsi Corporation, if you're watching, hey, give us a like. Oh, as Nick made contact with ball stick in that final chicane. That's going to cost him some time for sure. Ball stick gets out of the way for the other two.
This Penn will do the same.
So lap cars, no more lap cars in front of Nick. No lap cars between first and second place.
It's all going to come down to who makes the mistake.
These guys have also got a pit here in the final stage at some point.
Ooh, do they? Ooh.
I am almost certain of it. But
I wasn't for sure since it was 100%, so or times one.
But K-Bar,
Nick might have to pit a lot earlier then.
This is a track where some people say that older tires are better than newer tires. Is there anything to that?
I feel like that's just a road course thing. Even Watkins Glen, I felt like I was like, man, I just need to burn off five or six laps, and then I can feel pretty consistent, feel pretty good. It's really hard to say, but just the more wear on your tire, I feel like I have the more grip and I can control my car better.
Yeah. Lights out, sends it into turn one beneath the 8 car of LD Allen. He's going to be able to clear him cleanly. Ooh, catches the wall just a little bit. In the next corner, Allen's going to give him a bump. But yeah, that is something you might look out for here either tonight or tomorrow night, is people not wanting to short pit as much. Because old tires, they might be worth more, if not equal to new tires. Something a little bit different than a lot of other tracks. I know Big Jim loves his old tires here. Jim, if you're still watching, can you confirm or even deny that?
Kind of looked to me that Jag Boy's kind of reeled in Nick here a little bit.
He is, right here on board with the 22, and the 51 is getting ever closer. Nick misses the apex of turn one by just a little bit. Didn't really lose much time. He does get loose.
Oh!
He hits the wall. And then you got... Oh, Jag Boy hits the inside wall, pushes off into the grass. He just careens into the wall. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is he doing?
These guys are just
Nick's trying to pull away now.
Yeah, these guys are wheeling the heck out of these things right now. As Jag is lurking here behind Nick, like the typical big cat in the grass that he is. Misses that chicane badly, though. That's going to allow Nick to get away again.
Yeah, this was not a very good lap for Jag.
He's going to look underneath him.
Yeah, not a good lap for Jag. He defends against Sharp. pushes Sharp on the apron. Sharp gets loose. Jag Boy's like, nuh-uh, you are not getting by right now.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Kind of like the old Jurassic Park computer screen. Nuh-uh.
Lap 42 right here, guys.
Lap
Oh,
42 out of 55, so 13 laps remaining here.
Kevin, if you want to count down.
What are we, 13?
42, so...
Okay.
42, 43, 44. Okay.
I can count. Perfectly fine.
42 is a pretty good number. I know K-Bart likes it.
Especially now.
Yeah, that is the number of his favorite driver in the NASCAR Cup Series, Matt Kenseth. Made his return to the Cup Series this season after some unfortunate circumstances. We're on lap 43 here.
Yeah, I'm interested if they can make it on the way, or they're gonna barely make it. If they're gonna barely make it, I mean, Nick, he did pit like what 3, 4, 5 laps before these guys in that stage 2.
Definitely.
Hopefully that's not gonna hurt his chances, but that's so, man. I wouldn't have done that.
We also got more lap track as young Colt stands in the way of the 51 here.
That is a good point you have there, K-Bart. Nick pitted 2 or 3 laps before the end of stage number 2, and you also got to factor in those caution laps as well. So he's going to be shorter than everybody else on fuel, on tires. Don't know if he'll be able to make it to the end or not. I would assume all these guys have to pit at some point. But yay for not having a driver stream to check out. Nick makes his way cleanly around the 19. See the final chicane yet another time, coming to lap 44. 44 or 55 here?
44.
44.
44.
Or is it 43?
44.
I know you didn't know it.
Trying to mess Kevin up a little bit, but in the end, it's just going to mess us all up.
Exactly. Luckily for me, I have pen and paper.
Luckily for all of us, Kevin has went to grade school and has superior math skills. As the closest battle on the track right now appears to be lights out in LD Allen. The field is very spread out. Don't think there's anything closer. Well, Host and OG are pretty close to each other here on the infield backstretch. '98 car just trying to limp it home, pick up every point that he can.
Oh my god. They have a dab on YouTube. That is awesome.
Oh boy. LL Penn, Dalton, my 2 ball stick for you, all right here
My
together.
life just got better.
On lap 45 and 55. These leaders are still fairly close. Jagboy has reeled Nick back in by a little bit. Behind him, Sharp has not let these 2 guys get away either. The 3 of the best road course ringers in this series are the top 3 spots right now. Right now.
Right meow.
Right now. Okay, Bart, looking ahead, is there anything that you saw tonight so far that you can take into tomorrow?
I was actually watching Jag. I always ride the
Kind
hood
of learning
cam.
some lines.
Yeah, it definitely was. I have not put any laps down yet here. But yeah, I'm trying to learn a little bit more, and it's one of my weakest tracks. But we'll see what will happen tomorrow night. And you, Kevin?
I said they were just bumping this track.
Well, K-Bart, luckily for you, you have absolutely nothing to lose by going for anything, because you are not in the playoffs and don't have to worry about points. So,
But us.
you can, if you really wanted to, you could just go full send mode and just not
Take out either one of us.
Yeah, just take me out, whatever. I mean, lag's gonna take me out anyway, so might as well hit me in the process.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's okay. It's on recording. I can do it. You can give me the okay. So.
Yeah, it's on recording. Go ahead. Sharp is closing in on Jag here. These three, though, are gone from the rest of the field.
We should be 9 at the line.
Should be.
Should be. Oh. What are we doing? Coming to lap 47 here, Kevin?
Indeed we are.
Oh, boy. Will these guys have to pit, or can they make it to the end? Nick is in the most precarious spot of them.
Ooh, that's a big word.
Indeed, sort of there.
Big word
Ooh.
for Gator.
Indeed, I use very small words because I'm stupid.
Can't confirm.
Just like Florida's rain. Stupid.
Yes, they teach Common Core. I'm kidding. They actually abolished that. But before this broadcast, one of our viewers here, Big Jim, wanted me to shout out that today is Flag Day. So, I mean, obviously my favorite flag is the American flag, due to obvious reasons, being in the military and such. But, Kevin, you got a favorite flag?
Oh.
Maybe the Indiana state flag?
Yeah, that flag's pretty nice.
I'm sure K-Bart likes a flag that's got corn on it.
Nah, I like the American flag.
Oh, okay. Apart from the American flag, I'm a big fan of the Jolly Roger.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, dang.
Yes. Lap 48 out of 55. Nick still ahead, followed by Jaguar, who's still followed closely by Sharp. All within striking distance of this win.
Honestly, hope, Kyle, you were right on that lap 42 thing, because this is all banking off of you, man.
Yeah. I backed out and looked.
Oh, okay.
Sproul, Jag is not winning. He's currently in second place. Nick right there ahead of him is the leader. And Sharp right there behind him is in third place. These are the top three on the track. They have left everybody else in the dust. Will they have to pit is the question. So, Jim, since you wanted me to mention that it's Flag Day, what is your favorite flag? Go ahead and mention that in the chat. See what you come up with. Is it the Virginia state flag?
I mean, it is that month for him, so.
I know Wasted likes the Indiana state flag.
As we're getting reports that D. Sproul's motor blew.
Yep, D. Sproul has joined the chat. His motor did blow tonight.
I have no idea how I know that. It's almost as if the chat is telling me.
As we are now on the on lap 49. Trying to keep track with Kevin.
Jim says it's the U.S. flag that's his favorite.
The other Jim, our champion, Cup Series champion from season 1, Crunch, loves his Pocono flag that he raises every morning.
Oh, stop that. Stop that. how someone could love.
Yeah, there's
like
definitely
that track.
definitely something wrong with Crunch. He's got a pet chicken that he lets live inside his house and share the same
It
toothbrush
really does.
with.
Oh,
So it's very interesting as Nick makes a slight mistake out of the chicane, gets loose, allows Jag and Sharp to get right up on his bumper.
Oh boy.
The top three are right here together, nose to tail. Coming to lap 50 of 55 here at the Roval. Sharp makes a mistake through that chicane, so does Jag. But this is going to come down to the last lap between one of these three drivers.
Do you think he'll eat the chicken if it dies?
Knowing Crunch, I think he would give the chicken a full memorial service and bury that thing with gold and diamonds.
You know, it's not a bad idea.
Actually, Crunch might even embalm that thing like the ancient Egyptians. Love that.
Sharp's gonna look
pet
underneath. Jag's gonna throw the block.
I still think Sharp's just kind of waiting right here. He hasn't made a move on Jag yet, as they are right on top of that 51 car now. So now we got the flag chat started. Happy Flag Day to everybody. Sunday, June 14th, 2020. Lap 51.
5 laps to go.
Yep, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. 5 laps to go left here in the North American E-Racing League. As Sharp looks underneath Jag
Oh my
Boy.
gosh!
They make some contact. Sharp lets him go. He didn't want to pass him that way.
However, the both of them just did lose a whole lot of time.
Yeah, he did the right thing, backed off, let Jag Boy go. Wants to pass him clean. But that's the first attempt we've seen at Sharp trying to pass Jag here.
Yeah, I've done that before. Tried to pass someone and I dirtied him up too much and I let him go. And that was actually you, Gator. Can't remember where, but
Nick running the apron. Interesting strategy.
Something that was different. 1 and 2 looks like you can kind of run the apron. 3 and 4, I think they wouldn't really. I think it would kind of hurt yourself.
Closes in right here in this chicane.
Yeah.
4 to go. Swamp, there's a cone in turn 1 because these guys have knocked them all over the track. They have probably knocked them over that fence, considering the corner where the cones are is right on the other side of that wall. But Jagboy is right here on the back bumper of Nick. Gonna try to pressure him into a mistake. It is crunch time here at the Roval. We are within 5 to go. We're actually on 4 laps to go as Nick is feeling the pressure. He clips that wall just a little bit. Jagboy's right there, so is Sharp. The 3 leaders are right here. Got 2 chicanes plus 3 laps to go here in the Xfinity Series at the Roval. Jagboy. Oh no, Nick made a mistake. Jag's going to look to the outside.
Nick goes wide, but he hits the wall. They're about 3 wide.
Side by side for the lead. Sharp passes Jagboy. Sharp's underneath Nick, running the apron. Jagboy's going to look on the outside of Sharp. He clears him. Oh, Sharp's in, gives Jag a bump. 3 to go.
I don't want to leave this right now.
These guys are getting... Oh, this is getting nerve-wracking. Lots of mistakes. These guys are feeling like it's just time to go. Sharp, Jag, both looking for a way around Nick, as Nick was able to defend once. Can he do it again? We are back on the oval portion of the track, going up through the gears, heading down the backstretch. Jag dives it into the chicane here. Doesn't get through as clean as Nick, though. Nick extends his gap. Sharp looks underneath the 22 of Jag Boy. Sharp's going to take second place.
That's a good move there by Sharp there. He saw that.
Oh,
that
Jag gives him the bump.
Oh, boy.
Sharp manages to hang on. 2 to go. Jag with another bump. They're closing right back in on the 51 now. Will Nick be able to make it to the end of this thing? Oh, Sharp lost it!
Oh, no!
Sharp got bad loose coming out of that corner. He loses it. He's going to lose a lot of time.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jag
but
makes a slight
kind
mistake.
of does the same thing.
Sharp's going to need a big mistake from one of these two drivers. I don't think he's going to be able to close in enough.
It's about evenly spread about all three of these drivers.
Yeah, we are coming down the backstretch, the penultimate time here tonight. Jag Boy really cut that chicane there. And here we are, we're coming to 1 to go. Jag looking for anything that he can do to catch Nick. We are here, 1 to go. White flag sponsored by who, K-Bart?
Credit One Bank.
Credit One Bank, huh? All right. The Credit One Bank flag has waved here tonight, the white one. Jag looks to close in here on. Oh no! Sharp gets into Jag Boy. Sharp out of nowhere has closed back in on this. That's gonna. Nick loves to see this. That's gonna allow him to get away. That might even seal the deal. Nick's gonna have a big advantage going into the last chicane, but he's got lap cars in front of him.
He's got a couple lap cars in front of him. This is gonna be interesting.
He's got a.
That is.
Yeah, he's got a big gap over Jag though.
And the
Oh, Jag gets into Colt just a little bit going into the chicane. Not enough to affect him. Gets through it cleanly. He's got 1 chicane to go. Jag Boy and Sharp are still right there, and they're fighting side by side for second place.
Sharp's underneath him.
Sharp is underneath. Nick coming through the chicane one last time. He's going to claim his second win of the season. Sharp and Jag both get a penalty. Jag's going to be able to get across the line first. Sharp's going to come home in third place. What a crazy ending to that thing. Nick picking up his second career North American E-Racing League victory tonight. Second road course win of the season here at the Roval. Jag Boy going to come home P2. Sharp, penalty in that last chicane, is going to end up with third.
I think fourth was lights out.
Yeah, what a crazy finish. I'm going to have to go ahead and I'm going to send invites both at the same time here. Blue screen. So you can't hear K-Bart or Kevin right now as I send invites to the winners. Or the winner and the runner-up. I'm going to do it all at once. That way we only have to do this once. What a great finish we had here tonight. We got 3 of the best road course racers in the game coming together here in the final laps at the Roval, putting on a classic. Nick's going to be able to survive, barely over Jag Boy and Sharp. Not without a lot of pressure, though. As we wait for our winner and our runner-up to join the party chat. As we are now joined by Nick. Nick, you had quite the pressure coming from behind you in the late laps of this thing. How were you managed to hold off Jagboy and Sharp to pick up your second win this season?
I don't really know. I was just hoping that they were going to keep on battling like they were, and they kept doing it. And it allowed me to pull away whenever I would make a mistake or something like that. So it was tough, but it was fun. So, yeah.
Definitely. It was great to watch here in the booth. You three guys go at it in the late laps. But I know you got to be feeling pretty good after that one. In the booth with me, I've got K-Bart. K-Bart, what kind of a question you got for our race winner here tonight, Nick?
Hey, man, congratulations. Hey, we all saw that little strategy you had there. Pitted and almost end of stage 2. If you wouldn't have done that, you think you would have been able to win that race?
Definitely not. I wouldn't have had the track position that I started with, first. And, yeah, I don't think I would have had a chance if I didn't do that.
All right, also in the booth with me, I've got your TJR teammate, Cup Series driver TK270, Kelvin. Kelvin, what kind of a question do you have for our winner here tonight at the Roval?
Well, Nick, first of all, I just want to say congratulations on your second win on the season. Course of which, not in the pristine place that you want to be. You want to be winning in these playoffs as a playoff driver, but nonetheless, still congratulations on the win. What do you think kind of did it for you today that kind of helped you get with this win?
I just think that pit strategy at the end of stage 2, that really just got me the track position I never had. Being back there in that Hornet Swarm, I picked up a lot of damage in the first 2 stages. And I knew if I could get the track position, I had the speed to win. So, yeah, it was just all about that strategy call.
All right, Nick, loving that strategy call that he made at the end of stage number 2. But, Nick, I know this is your second win this season. You're not racing for the championship, not racing for points. But what kind of momentum does this give you to maybe help build towards your case for next season? Maybe a cup ride or returning to fight for the title here in the Xfinity Series?
I mean, yeah, it really gets me in the swing for next season. It gets me back, racing again. Just gets my mindset right. Just gets me excited to go out there the rest of this season, too, and try to go win some more races. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, before we let you get out of here and celebrate your win, is there anybody you want to shout out?
None that I can think of. Just TJR and all that jazz. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Your winner here tonight at the Roval, Nick 2357, with his second win on the Xfinity season. Nick, congratulations.
Thank you.
As we're also joined here in the party by your runner-up, Jagboy. Jagboy, what else could you have done to been able to get to Nick there in the late stages of this thing?
Oh, man, I mean, I was there. Nothing else, really. I mean, I was there. It's just, I don't know. Every time I got to him, man, it seems like Sharp would, I don't know, get into me or cost me some time. So I was getting pretty frustrated there. But no, I had caught him about 3 or 4 separate times. It's just every time I got there, I got messed up. But yeah, I can't be too mad though. All in all, man, that was a great. No hate to Sharp at all. I mean, I understand. It's just a racing deal. But
yeah.
I mean, we put on a hell of a show that final stage. I mean, just being a part of it, dude, I was getting excited. It was just excited to go back and watch it. That was crazy.
Yeah, definitely the three of you put on quite the show here tonight. All three of you wheeling the heck out of those cars in an instant classic here in the North American E-Racing League. But don't feel too bad. You almost got max points here tonight, and with that, that's going to advance you on to the round of 6 on points. So what kind of how does that change your mindset going into Talladega, knowing that you've already clinched?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not winning Talladega. That's about it. That's all we get.
Okay. Well, all right, there you have it from our winner. For my questions, at least, I've still got 2 more guys in the booth. So, K-Bart, what you got for our...
I'm glad you think I'm wrong, Gator.
Yeah, our runner-up here tonight. Sorry. What kind of question you got for a runner-up?
Well, since Gator's done talking and basically took all my questions,
Okay, perfect.
first,
Yeah, what the heck, Gator? You took all our questions.
yeah, I know, I had that, had the advancing one in my head already, so, but no, hey, congrats, man. I mean, it probably does feel good going into Talladega knowing, hey, I don't need to win it. You know, you probably want to win it. You gain 2 more, points tonight for the playoff for the next round. Are you going to try to be up there in front for Talladega, work with your TJR guys, or how are you going to handle that?
Yeah, the playoff points are nice. I wish I would have got 5 more. I guess that's the only reason why I'm kind of upset. But yeah, no, going to Talladega, I expect to be up front, just not at the front. I expect to be up front, just not the leader.
Yeah, we've already seen you at Talladega once this season push your teammate to a win.
Let's just say we're likely going to see a repeat.
So, yeah, we'll
gonna
have
try.
to see. We'll see what we'll see what's different this time around here, as it's the playoffs now. But Kevin, what kind of question you got for your TJR teammate?
Well, Jag, first of all, congratulations on your advance into the next round, courtesy of your almost max points. But darn, Gator, you took my damn question. So I don't really have a question because Gator freaking decides to steal all of them all. So
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help that. I'm a great reporter and question asker.
Okay, calm down. But no. Just want to say congratulations on, what was it, second place, I hope?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't pay attention as much.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, Jag Boy, before we let you hop on out of here and go celebrate with Nick, one of your good friends and TJR teammates, who do you want to shout out here before we let you go?
Oh, man. Well, just obviously want to shout out Nick on the win. Shout out basically me, Sharp, and Nick for putting on that great show. I can't wait to go back and watch it. Shout out TJR. Shout out the NARL, the Xfinity Series for putting on this great race today. And that's about it.
All right, there you have it. Jag Boy, clinched your way into the round of 6. Come home runner-up here tonight at the Roval. Congratulations once again.
Yep, thank you.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of the night here, guys. Pretty good race tonight. Going to have to do it again in the Cup cars tomorrow. So, how you feeling about tomorrow night?
Help us. Oh, God.
All right, Kevin's not feeling too strong.
We only have to do 1 lap less than them.
That is true. You know what? Darn, you are right. All right, I'm all ready. You know what? Let's run
But
it
we
right
will
now.
have to pit more, so...
Okay.
Let's run it right now.
All right, well, Cup Series, like we just talked about, going to happen tomorrow night here at the Roval. 54 laps around this unique infield road course at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It is race number 2 as well for them of their playoffs. So it's going to be a great one. Happening next is going to be on Tuesday after the Cup race. Cup race on Monday. Tuesday is going to be the Truck Series. So if you guys want to tune in the Truck Series, they're going to be at Bristol Motor Speedway. Fireworks are sure to fly in that thing. So that's going to happen with the Truck Series next. And next time you see the Xfinity Series is going to be Wednesday. They are going to be at Talladega Super Speedway for the final race of the first round of the playoffs. Who's going to be able to advance? Who's going to be left on the outside looking in? If you want some more Xfinity action, tune in for that. So, any final thoughts from you guys? Coming up empty?
Yeah, just a little bit.
No,
Just
I was going to be nice and let Kevin go, but I guess he doesn't have anything. I thought it was a good race. Those top 3, Jag, Sharp, and Nick, that was a great race, putting them together. You know, it's really hard to stay a group like that for lap after lap after lap, especially here at Roval, putting on consistent laps, good at putting on a great show, and hopefully everyone enjoyed watching tonight.
Definitely. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of the North American E-Racing League's Xfinity Series at the Roval. Your winner tonight, Nick, 2357. picking up his second win of the season, followed by Jagboy and Sharp in an instant classic. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Can't get any better action than that. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night, Cup Series, same place, same time. We'll see you there. Gator Mike, all my gnarly ones out there, have a good night.